Hey, it's DeeperCast, welcome to DeeperCast. Monica, what's our topic this week? Go!
1 Samuel, chapter 3. Read it.
The whole chapter?
Yes. It's a good one. It's a story about Samuel, and Samuel hears God, but he doesn't realize it's God right away. So,
Who does he think it might be?
some dude named Eli. But I want to give away the whole chapter, because that's pretty much...
I don't want to give away the ending.
No
but he
kidding.
kills the bear at
Shut
the
up.
end.
No, it's about, because sometimes we think that we just pray to God, and so we talk to God all the time, but God never talks back, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But God does talk back, so that's what we're going to talk about.
How does he talk back?
Well, that's what we're going to talk about.
But I want to know now.
Well, one of the reasons it's hard to hear God is because it says in the Bible he talks in a gentle, quiet whisper sort of voice, not like you audibly hear him, but kind of like in your heart. That sounds really cheesy.
I've heard the song "Open the Eyes of Our Hearts." May we have ears of our hearts.
Yes, some of the reasons sometimes we can't tell it's God talking to us because our lives are so noisy. That's why, like, when you're reading your Bible, you shouldn't have your rock music playing in the background.
What if it's Christian rock?
Well, it can be kind of distracting. Or if you're praying and in the middle of your
Playing
house.
Halo 3?
Yes. That wouldn't really work. But sounds all kind of weird and silly right now, but that's what we're going to talk about on Sunday. So, God talks, but sometimes we don't always listen. Or we don't know how to listen.
As someone I know once said, shut your yappers and start listening.
I say that a lot.
You do. To everybody. Alright, listen up. Monica's going to open her yapper.
So if you haven't noticed, we live in a very noisy world. And I'm the first to admit that I like music, I like TV, I like movies. I don't like sitting around with no sound. Even when I'm working, I have music on sometimes. Even in college, I would do my homework with the TV on just so there was noise.
I did too.
Yeah, they say that's bad.
Yeah. It makes me really happy every fall when the new TV season comes
Oh,
on.
I know.
And there's always 4 or 5 shows that are brand new that I just love.
So long.
I love the new shows, and then, usually by the end of the first year, most of the new shows start to stink because they've used all their good ideas in the first 5 episodes. So, this time of year, I'm, setting my VCR constantly. And
VCR? The little old school. But, have you ever done anything intentionally to get rid of some noise in your life?
I have for small amounts of time, but never for long periods of time. I've done, I really need to concentrate on this or pray about this or do this, so I'll go somewhere where there's no noise. Or maybe just nature noises.
Yeah, outside. I hear a lot of people like to be outside sometimes.
Have you gone on sound fasts?
Yes, I have. I know at least once have given up TV for a whole week, which really is hard, but you can't even believe how much stuff you can get done. And I remember one time I did it, but I had disclaimers on it. I only allowed myself to watch the 2 shows I regularly watch, because my problem was, I know it's really bad, but my problem was that, let's say I watched 2 shows a week regularly that I claim as mine, I would still sit around and watch the shows before and after that, or on a different night a week, just to watch.
That's
I
what
wouldn't
we do.
really care.
Yeah.
So I did that. Sometimes I'll put some Christian music on instead of the TV. Like when I'm doing something where I just want noise, I'll put something good on rather than just the TV, so that at least it's good music going through my head rather than just random TV.
See, I've given up TV for a week, like when I've gone to camp or on a service project.
I don't hear many people complain during camp that they miss
I never
TV.
miss it.
Or it's like when you're with God, you don't care about other stuff. It's amazing.
It's funny how that works. Now it's time for
News from around the world.
or Tennessee.
No, this one, I believe this kid is from Britain.
Whoa.
And this is...
Oh wait, is that England or Ireland and Scotland included when you say Britain?
I think it's included.
Okay, so he's from England, Ireland, or Scotland, we don't know.
I'll find out if I read through this again. Anyway, this isn't even the article, this is the tagline.
Okay.
Teenager changes his name to... Wait, before I even tell you what he changes his name to. If you could change your name, what do you think you would change it to?
Change it to anything? Are we
Yeah.
talking like, oh, I wish I was called Dawn, or like something fun?
I don't know. What would you prefer people called you rather than Jason?
I should have thought about this beforehand. Do you have an idea?
No. Anyway, okay. This kid changes his name to Captain Fantastic, Faster Than Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Wolverine, Hulk, and the Flash combined.
Is this kid 7?
He is 19.
Read one more. Super fantastic. What?
Captain Fantastic, Faster Than Superman, Spider-Man, Batman, Wolverine, Hulk, and the Flash combined.
Which is funny because some of those guys like Spider-Man and Batman aren't known for their speed.
You know how much it costs? It says 10 euros, which I believe is $20.
To change your name.
To change his name to that. If my calculations are correct. He says, Captain Fantastic says, I wanted to be unique. I decided upon a theme of superheroes.
Really?
Obviously.
A theme of all superheroes.
But here's the fun part. It also includes other stories of people who have long names or have changed their names. And there's no way on earth I'm going to be able to pronounce this name, which is why we're going to have to write it down.
Okay.
So that people that watch the video podcast can see it. But there is someone with a really long name. Let me just try. Rashandia Telenesia Nevashenk. That's the first name.
I think you just put a curse on me.
Koyani Squattisuith Williams. That's her name. Born in Texas.
Is that what you changed it to, or what it was?
No, it just says Captain Fantastic joins a number of people with unusually long names, including Williams. Well, everything is, they say everything's bigger in Texas, so that's probably why she has such a big name.
What's our challenge this week?
Well, since this is the last podcast, I decided to make, it's not necessarily harder, but I want to reward those who actually do this challenge.
Good idea.
Which means, once again, use week 1
To listen.
week 2 to do the
To
challenge. So, the challenge is to take one day, which pretty much means before and after school, and eliminate some form of noise from the day. So, for example, if you play a ton of video games, say, on Wednesday, I'm not going to play any video games. Or on Thursday, I'm not going to watch any TV. Don't pick a day where you have a ton of stuff anyway, so it's going to be really easy to not do anything. So pick a day where it could be challenging.
Like a Saturday. Say I'm not going to play any video games Saturday, I'm not going to go on the computer.
Or let's say Tuesdays, you don't have anything after school, and so you go home right away, and that's when you watch a lot of TV and play a lot of video games.
You watch the Sweet Life Zach and Cody marathons 4 in a row.
Over and over and over.
Yeah.
So, and take that time and give it to God. What you could do is find a book, like go to the church and find a book to read, do a devotional. You can obviously spend time reading a book of the Bible or something like that, or you can get your whole family involved, and your family can, like, let's say, make goodies for someone you know, or invite someone else over for a meal, or do something fun with your family, maybe just have a family night. In order to receive a special prize for doing this challenge, we need a written note of proof from your parents. Sounds like you're getting a permission slip signed, but otherwise, we have no way of knowing whether you truly did the challenge. And we'd like to get your whole family involved too. You can't replace one form of noise with another. That's why we need your parents to be involved. So you say, hey, Mom or Dad, I'm going to do this challenge on Tuesday. I need you to make sure I do it, and then I need a little note that says I did it.
I cut out TV and read a devotion.
Yes, or made cookies with my sister, and then we played games after supper as a family, and just like maybe a little note about what you guys did too. Your day that you eliminate noise cannot be Sunday, December 7th.
Right, you have to get this done at least the Saturday before, or it does not count.
It can't be I eliminated noise in the car on the ride to Deeper.
Sam and Tom Bauer.
Cool?
All right.
Later.
Hey, shut your yapper and have a good one.